Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're here to discuss the upcoming match, that being Celtic versus Ross County in the Scottish Premiership. But before we do get into the video guys, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Scottish football content. Okay guys, let's get straight into the video and discuss both of these teams. I'm going to start with the home side first, that being Celtic. And at the start of the season, Celtic started pretty poorly, going out the Champions League and obviously losing their first match of the season away at Tynecastle to Hearts. However, after that game, it was sort of a catalyst moving forward for Celtic. They then went on a 7-winning run streak, beating teams, and not just winning teams, which was important for Celtic, it was the way they were playing and the way they were beating teams. The amount of goals they were scoring, they really did look like a good outfit, and the Ange Postecoglou philosophy really did look like it was dawning at Celtic Park, and they really looked miles apart from the team that finished 25 points behind Rangers last season in such a short space of time. Yes, a lot of players have came in, but they've glued together so quickly. Going into the Old Firm game, which of course was Celtic's last match before the international break, they were the sort of informed team. They were the favourites. A lot of people in the media and on YouTube were talking about Celtic scoring 5 or 6 against Rangers because Rangers were not really hitting the heights they did last year, and didn't go that way for Celtic. Celtic obviously ended up losing the match, and in hindsight you could say yes, if Thiago played through the middle or Celtic took their chances, particularly with the Odsonne Edouard one, then maybe it could have been a different game, but that's all in hindsight. Celtic did lose that game, and I think the international break in fact did come at the wrong time for Celtic, because after that defeat you kind of want to pick yourself up and go again, and Ross County would have been the perfect opposition for Celtic to get going again. However, they've had to stew over this defeat now for like nearly 2 weeks for this international break, and will be coming out of the blocks ready to fire against Ross County. Now we'll get on to the opposition, that being Ross County, very soon, but I just want to talk about Celtic's transfer window. A lot of players, as I mentioned at the start, have come in, but a lot of players have also left. Since the Old Firm match, Odsonne Edouard, a key player at Celtic Park for many years, has now left for Crystal Palace. Yes, he wasn't the same player as sort of 2 years ago and probably needed the move. However, he will be a big miss. You know, he can score a lot of goals. He did still score most goals in the Premiership last season, even in a bad Celtic side. So it will be a big blow. Of course, Thiago's fit and firing now, but, you know, Odsonne Edouard is going to be a big blow. They've also lost Ryan Christie. He's moved on to Bournemouth, and as I was critical of him last season, I didn't think he was particularly good. He has started this campaign pretty well. Obviously, that's going to be another big blow there on the side, but Celtic have brought in other players, and now under Ange Postecoglou, the new players that have sort of came in, particularly the attacking players, Lila Bada, Thiago Furuhashi, have looked very impressive and have gelled together quickly, so they'll be needing that from their new players also. But I do think this is the perfect match for Celtic, for them players to glue and get going. Which now brings me on to the away side, that being Ross County. And I'm a big fan of Ross County. I do like them as a football club. I think they're a fantastic football club. However, I did predict them to finish rock bottom of the Premiership and get relegated. It's mainly down to their recruitment. I just don't think that they've replaced the players they've sort of sold, and on paper I just think there's a lot better teams out there. However, that doesn't mean they're going to go down. That was just my opinion. However, they haven't started the season particularly bad. Yes, they haven't won any games. They've won 0, they've drawn 2, they've lost 2. However, the opposition they've played, you kind of got to give them some leeway. They've played Aberdeen, they've played Rangers, and they've played Hibernian. In their opening 5 games, they would have played Celtic, Rangers, Hibs, and Aberdeen. Favourites to finish 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you got to give them a bit of leeway. They've got 2 points on the board out of 4 games, and their most recent result was against Aberdeen, in which they got a 1-1 draw, which was pretty impressive. They also lost to Rangers 4-2. However, the scoreline doesn't reflect the whole story. They weren't completely dominated in that game. They did cause Rangers problems and did keep a lot of the ball. Yes, they did play their 5-4-1 formation, but when chances prevailed or opportunities came their way, they did get on the ball and try and create something. So Ross County definitely aren't no mugs. They can cause this Celtic team some problems as well, obviously just due to the way Ange Postecoglou plays. Kind of similar to Rangers going all out attack. The back door kind of gets left open and Ross County take their opportunity and go forward and go up the other side. So a goal could be conceded, and that's probably Ross County's only way of winning. Look, playing at Dingwall and playing at home is a complete different story to playing away from home at one of the Old Firm Stadium in this case, it's Celtic Park, and yeah, it's going to be a lot different. Ross County are going to play 5-4-1 and probably going to be playing for a draw. Let's be serious. However, I think the way this match is going to go, it's going to be a similar feat to the game that was Celtic versus Dundee or Celtic versus St Mirren, in which it was a goal fest where they scored 6 goals. I really do feel it's going to go that way due to the fact that the team have been stewing over that defeat over the Old Firm for the last 2 weeks. I think, yeah, I feel this game is going to conjure up a lot of goals, and I think Celtic are going to, yeah, go out there and really, really cause Ross County problems. And I think this game is going to be 4-0 to Celtic. As for the predicted 11 lineup, I'm going to go with Joe Hart in goal. I'm going to go with Ralston out on the right. I know that Celtic have brought in some more fullbacks. However, I don't think Ralston has really put a foot wrong. I think he's looked like a decent fullback since he came under the criticism and people said that he wasn't good enough at the start of the campaign. I think he's thrived under the pressure and he looks like a different player. And I think he really does work well under Ange Postecoglou. And until he sort of makes a mistake, I think he'll keep his place in the team. The centre-back partnership, I think it's going to be Carl Starfelt and Stephen Welsh. Look, Julian's still not back from injury just yet, but I think he will come in very, very soon. But until then, it'll be Starfelt and Stephen Welsh. And out on the left, I think it's going to be that Janinovic. I thought he was very, very good in his debut against Rangers. Yeah, I know Celtic lost. However, he was very, very good going forward. And I think he offers a bit more quality for Greg Taylor on that left-hand side. As for the midfield, they're going to have the captain Callum McGregor, they're going to have Turnbull, and I think they're going to go with Rogic there in the midfield as well. I think he's been fairly impressive under Ange Postecoglou as well, and is really deservedly of a chance. Maybe McCarthy could come in also, but I think that's going to be the starting midfield there. And then a front three of Thiago Furuhashi down the middle, and then you'll have Liel Abada and maybe the new man Jota there for Celtic, so there could be a debut for Celtic this weekend also. As for the Ross County side, I think they're pretty much going to have the same team that they started against Aberdeen. Laidlaw in goal, Payton, Lacaviti, Clark, Randall at the back. In the midfield, Cancola, Tilson, and then up top, obviously, Spittle, Callahan, Charles Cook, and then White. As I said, a formation probably of 5-4-1 and just playing on the counter-attack. But I do think Celtic are going to win this game. Which brings me to the end of this preview, guys. If you've enjoyed this video, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more Scottish football content. Just a quick reminder, we will be back live for this live stream, live commentary from Celtic versus Ross County on Saturday at 3 PM. Thank you for listening, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.